And we are live.
Hey, Betty.
Looks like Betty's already jumped into the
Cool.
engage with your audience. Okay, here. Says we have two. One of them you.
No.
Okay. We'll give it a minute, see if anybody jumps on here. See if Betty's still on here.
Can you hear us, Betty?
You still on here, Betty? Says we got four. What's that? Just now here.
Hey, how are you? How you been?
Howdy. How's everybody doing? Says we have three. So we'll see how many jumps on here.
Come here.
Who else we got in here? Is anybody else here?
We ain't had warm weather. I mean, it's been raining.
Yeah, here it's just a mud hole. It's been raining every day. Yeah. Well, it rained this morning, last night and this morning pretty hard here and made everything a mud hole. And then it's been kind of sunny off and on today. But it's still a big mud hole.
You're going to fall off the couch. Come over here.
Of course, it's mud season here. I mean, there's a winter, but it's more of a mud season for us.
Your dogs. These are the puppies that we had 2 days after Christmas.
Got two puppies.
Well, there she. Oh, she fell on her head. She went back to get her food. These are Buddy and Lady's puppies, the Chihuahua and the miniature Australian Shepherd.
Yeah. They're going to be some ugly dogs.
They're cute. He's cute right now. Oh, it's a cutie. Oh, she's back. Got one boy and one girl.
Bubba's already claimed this one. He named him Frankie.
Thank you. This one is Precious, and this one here is Precious. And this one here is Frankie.
Yeah, Bubba named him. He said that was his dog.
Yep. And he totes him around like a baby doll.
Yeah. Yeah, he took up with him pretty good.
He chases him around the house, don't you?
Yeah, he follows him everywhere.
Yeah.
How's your goats doing, baby? You still got a bunch of goats?
He needs his nails clipped again. Gotta get Angel to clip them again.
I think they're 8 weeks old now. I think
Saturday.
Saturday, be 8 weeks old. They've already took them, had their shots and all that stuff, so they're all up to date.
Yeah, had all their shots and been microchipped.
Yeah.
So they are good.
Yeah, I mean, you need. Well, hopefully, I know I said this last year, but hopefully this year I'm going to get some kind of lot built up here to get at least one or two. And then I got this that excavator now, so I'm going to get me an auger attachment for it. So hopefully I'll be able to put the fence post in for the bottom. That way I'll be able to do it myself. That's the plan anyway. I got to get the auger. They sell those things for like, you can buy a used one, $300 or $400. But I mean, I suppose it'd be well worth the money.
What's the matter with you?
I got that thing going good again. I got that new motor on it and got it going good.
What?
So, I mean, we'll probably have a few more videos out on it, using it around and stuff. But the one thing I definitely want to do with it is I want to build a into the bank over there. I'm actually going to take that thing. I'm going to dig into the bank as far as I can because it's kind of filled dirt there. When I originally had those work done, that's kind of pushed the dirt in there. So I should be able to dig it with that little thing. If not, then I'll just do what I can. But we want to build us a what do you call that? A root cellar into the bank, kind of down in the ground kind of thing. Button, I'm plumb gone now. She's trying to get up there and hide. I believe she needs to go out.
Let me take them out.
She's looking for a place to go out.
Yep.
They've been doing pretty good on the house training.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, because they stay right on top of me. And when they want down, I take them out.
Or they'll run, yeah. They want to get probably, I'd like to have maybe 3 or 4 goats, something like that. Something to put into the bottom down here. Once I get all that fenced in down at the bottom, then we'll have, that's probably, I'm going to say probably 2 acres down there. And it'd be perfect for them too. Let them run around down in there. So just have to be a really good fence because I really don't want to chase them all over East Tennessee, you know. We got the birds up here. We got to dispatch those and put them in the freezer here pretty soon. We got I don't know exactly how many we got the meat birds that we've been raising, but I've let them go too long and they're actually huge now. They're size of a daggone turkey now. So I should have offed them 3 or 4 weeks ago, but now they're probably, oh Lord, they're probably at least 10, 11 pounds a piece now. So, which is good. I mean, I bet they're big now. Yeah, they're huge now. They're, like I said, they're probably 10, 11 pounds now. I've let them go way too long. A lot of times people will try to put them in the freezer 6 to 8 weeks because anything after that they get so big, you know, it's kind of not healthy for them and stuff like that. But these, I mean, they get around good and eat good. I mean, they fly around and everything. They're still doing really good. So if it's to the point where I thought that was like very, very unhealthy for them to be walling around stuff, I'd probably have done it sooner. But my thing is, I don't like going to Ingles or Walmart. You know those rotisserie chickens that you buy? I don't like going to buy those. You know, now they're small. They're tiny now. I mean, probably 2 pounds, maybe something like that, if that. I hate that because they used to be huge. You buy a chicken and a rotisserie chicken at Ingles or Walmart or wherever, and they was used to actually fill the whole little tray up. Now, just I mean, they're like the size of a quail or something now. I like getting my money's worth out of them. And yeah, they're, you know, you see a lot of them, they're like missing patches of feathers and stuff like that. A lot of the meat birds, they don't fully feather. These things right here, they're 100% feathered. I mean, they look like a normal bird, just huge. Look like small turkeys. But yeah, they have all their feathers. I was kind of impressed with that. A lot of the ones I've seen on like online and you know, on TV and stuff like that, they don't have all the feathers. She dropped a treat.
There you go.
They got a treat because they went out.
Well, because they use the bathroom outside. They don't get one if they don't use the bathroom. But you gotta watch him. He'll eat his and hers.
But yeah, they got all their feathers, Betty. They look normal. I mean, they don't look like they're gimped up or nothing. So But don't, like I said, the only thing is they're huge. I mean, you pick them up, they're absolutely heavy. Talking about the meat birds.
Oh yeah.
And the rest of our chickens too. The red chickens we got, they're not Rhode Island Reds or Isa Browns or what, Isa Reds or whatever you call them. Whenever we first get those things, every year when we buy them like that, they're like missing most of their feathers. And I mean, they're chicken house chickens, egg house chickens or whatever. And
No.
they're always missing a bunch of feathers. But where I give them all that protein and stuff like that, I got all their feathers. They look really good right now. I might try to put one or two of them into a pot just to see, because the last time we had some of those things, there's a guy told me that you could take and you could put them in the freezer, but you'd have to make like chicken and dumplings out of them because you couldn't like cut them up and make like fried or whatever, because it would be so tough you couldn't eat it. And these things put on a lot of weight. The feed that I mix for them and give to them, they put on a lot of weight, got all their feathers. They look really good. They're pretty heavy too. So I might try one or two just to see, because normally what we do is we buy them either every year or every other year. We replace them because you can buy them things for $4 or $5 a piece around here. And we replace them. So most of the time I normally either give them away or sell them really cheap, just get rid of them. So it'd be better if we could just put them in the freezer. So I think we got like 30 of them right now. I think the last batch we done was 30.
Yeah.
So, but if we can put them in the freezer, that would just be that much better. We definitely have to have another freezer for sure.
Mm-hmm. What? Okay. Okay. Oh, nope, she has another piece over here.
But we definitely want to get with you sometime. I just want to get a safe environment for them. I may take one side of that barn, the chicken barn, I may take one side of it and cut a doorway into the back side. That way I can fence it off back there and use that as like a little small goat enclosure type thing back there.
Never harvested what?
Huh?
She said we've never harvested what, the chickens?
Never heard of any? What was that?
Harvested.
Oh, harvested any? I have. It's been a minute since I've done put it in a freezer, but
what, chickens?
I have. It's been a minute since I've done put it in a freezer, but
what, chickens?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind having, like, once we get this bottom down here fenced in, as a good sized pasture down here, I wouldn't mind having like one or two sheep to harvest, because that's some really good meat too. Sheep, lamb, and stuff. That's really good stuff too.
We had sheep before.
Yeah, it's really good. It's expensive too if you go by the store. Very expensive.
We got what, the 3, and one of them was pregnant, wasn't it?
Yeah. But I wouldn't want the wool sheep, because I wouldn't want to keep them shaved or something like that. I'd want something different, something that didn't grow like a big clump of wool that you have to shave all the time. I'd rather have just like the hair sheep or something like that. So we may look into some of those too. One or two of those. What's that?
You'll have to make pen dog proof with your neighbors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've got a dog proof item right in there hanging on the wall that I'll use for those.
Yeah, because I think them dogs over there already got a couple of our chickens and a couple of our guineas.
Yeah. But I'll put like a electric fence around the bottom, around it too, something like that. But it probably won't be the safest environment for them to come over and mess with them. We'll put it that way. Can't really say a whole lot on YouTube, but I have a dog deterrent hanging right over there. Several of them actually. Mm-hmm. And I carry one or two with me every single step I make outside.
You turn on my watch. I lost a couple. Did you tell him you started building boxes? Did you tell him you started building boxes?
Started building planter boxes, out of cedar wood. Started building those, selling those. We made 1 or 2 today. I got them on Facebook Marketplace trying to sell those. I was making the order like little cedar planting boxes. They're pretty neat. They're pretty nice.
I think we did a video on one.
Yeah.
Ashton can lose his spot.
Yeah, there's #1 status. They don't tell him where he's at. I know he's not at work. He gets off work like 3 or 4 o'clock. He probably didn't get the notice. He's normally on here though. Him and Sheila. But Sheila hides in the background. Sometimes she'll jump in the chat there. We figured we'd jump on tonight. We didn't get through last night. We had a bunch of stuff going on. So we figured we'd try to jump on tonight, stay on for a little while. I know our subscriber count's jumped up way above 20,000 now, so that's pretty good. For no more than, you know, the videos we've been putting out and stuff like that. But that's going to improve hopefully very soon. It's just that time of year. You can't really do a whole lot. We done the same thing last year. We got kind of slack on the videos and stuff like that last year too. But
Betty said she didn't get a YouTube notice.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're not going out. I looked on my phone. I didn't get one either.
Yeah. I don't know if it's something in settings or what. I'll have to check it real good and see. But I kind of went through the settings when I set this one up, and it didn't.
We don't know how to fix it.
I don't think it's us. I think
you went down.
Notifying people. What's that? Wow.
Wow, 20K.
Yeah, we're over like 20,350 right now, something like that. No, it's going pretty good. I mean, it is what it is.
Considering we can't get outside and do nothing because it's pouring down rain.
Yeah. Like I say, it's just that time of year as far as getting out, like doing projects and stuff like that. It's just kind of hard. I'm not going to go and spend, you know, a couple $100 on lumber that's for the inside of the house or for the shed, inside the shed and stuff like that, and haul it home in the rain and then get burnt in the rain. Especially like OSB board. I'm not going to haul that in the rain. But it just simply because it'll fall apart. I don't want it to get wet and then put it on the inside of the shed. That's all I'm going to put on the inside of the shed is OSB board. I'm going to insulate it, put OSB board up, and then paint it real good. That's all I'm going to do. And I ain't going to put drywall or nothing crazy in there. It's just a shed. So I'm going to do that. But I don't want to haul that stuff in the rain. And it's raining every daggone day at some point in time or another here. And the road, when you turn in through the gate down there, you can't just like ease up the driveway. You have to sand it. Once you get to that gate, you have to stand on it to get all the way to the house. So
if not, you'll be walking.
And that's what the truck, like broadside back and forth like this all the way up the driveway. It's insane. We definitely have to do something with this driveway this year. Have to. I mean, it's getting completely out of hand. It's just.
My car's 4-wheel drive, but it don't like to come in here neither.
Yeah.
His truck does better than the car.
Well, I got them real rough tires on my truck just to get it in here. That just for that purpose. But you can't hear yourself think going down the road and that thing, and them tires are roaring on it. But you have to absolutely, once you start up through here, once you come through the gate, once you open the gate, you come through and you close the gate behind you. Once you get right there, you gotta stand on it to get up there. Or you're not gonna come to the house. You'll walk up the hill. And I ain't walking.
And that's not fun.
Yeah, I'm not walking.
I've done it. We've done it.
We definitely have to do something about driveway this year.
Mm-hmm.
We say that every year, but every time we get a little bit ahead and got, you know, a few extra dollars here and there, we try to get somebody to bring us some gravel, and then we're still waiting on that. We've had, you know, 1 or 2 people show up, but they bring a load in here. And I think we've had that one guy brought a load of shell, and he got stuck down there, and he buried the dump truck so deep. There's a single axle truck. He buried it so deep it crushed our drain line that goes across the road over to the other side of the road for the ditches. he completely crushed that. He when he got stuck, he was right on top of it and sunk down and crushed the pipe. So he brought one load of shell. We had one other guy bring a load of gravel one time. It was the 4-axle truck and the big truck, and he drove it all the way up to the house right here. And he even said, I don't know why people's having such a hard time. That driveway ain't that bad. And I said, yeah, right. He said, well, I got to take another load over here to this other town. He said, as soon as I get that, I'll bring another load back here. And I was telling him about like 2 or 3 more. He said, oh, yeah, I get them. But he left that here, and I ain't seen him since.
Here's
It's too bright.
a picture of one in the box.
Angle it down a little bit like this. That's one of the cedar boxes that I make. Cedar planters that I make.
I like that one.
Yeah, it looks like a bench. Yeah, mud is a pain. The thing about this mud up here, though, is it ain't the kind of mud you go in and you sink and you have to just, dig ruts out. It's just real slick. It's just weird. It really is. I mean, you don't get up here and sink plumb the axles or nothing like that. You stay on top of the mud, but it is absolutely slick, and you're all over the place and slinging mud all over everything you got.
I think I said that right on that.
Yeah, those are planters that I'm making and selling now, out of cedar, and they'll last years and years outside. Be weatherproof outside.
He's also working on a compost for somebody.
Compost toilet.
Compost toilet.
Yeah, another guy reached out to me wanted me to build him a composting toilet, and I'm doing it a little different. Though I'm putting a urine diverter in it, and a daggone urine diverter. A lot of people take a funnel and put it in front, but not me. I wanted to go all out and put a urine diverter in it, and just a piece of plastic that sets down in it is $100. $100 for a piece of plastic called a urine diverter. But it's supposed to be the state-of-the-art thing for a composting toilet. Then I got a fan that's going in. It's going to be vented outside with a fan, electric fan. I mean, it's going to be pretty highfalutin to be a pooper. We've been working on it.
On and off.
Yeah, off and on, because you can't do it all at one time. We got the box put together today, and she stained it. And now we're going to probably sometime tonight before we go to bed, we'll put 1 coat of polyurethane on it, because I'd like to get it done within the next few days. He's in no hurry for it because his cabin ain't even ready yet. So, but a lot of times you can take with everything going on in the world today, like say the power goes down, the grid goes down, power, water, anything like that. Especially a lot of people like in cities and that's on like municipal systems, like sewer. All that's going to back up. It wouldn't be bad to have one put up. Like something happens, you can use it, because you can put a bag down in the bucket and throw it out once a day or whatever it is that you do. As long as you do it right. I've built them before and I've used them before. And as long as you do it properly with sawdust and all that stuff, there's no smell whatsoever. A lot of people freak out over something like that, but there's no smell to a composting toilet if you do it right. The number one way to do it is to keep the 1 and 2 separate, and that's what the urine diverter does. But like I said, that thing is $100 for that thing. You can buy, that's for the elongated toilet seat, but the round toilet seat, the small ones, you can get those like $40, $50, but they're small.
She fell down.
She jumped down. I have noticed you go all out. Not just a 5-gallon bucket. Yeah. I overbuild everything. I really do. I think it. I'm actually going to trim it out in cedar. I'm going to put cedar trim on it when I get done with it. I like building stuff like that. On the build. Yeah, on the composting toilet. Yeah. It'll probably be like hit and miss video on it. I have a video. I ain't put it out yet, but we've been working on a video of where we're building it, and it'll probably stop, and then we'll finish it in another video kind of thing. So right now we got it to where I I cut out the top. The box is done, and I cut out the top and cut everything out for it, and we put the first coat of stain on it. So that's kind of where the first video is going to be at with it. The second video will be like whenever we finish it. I even got the seat that goes on it. That's a golden oak stain on it too. So it's going to match the box. It's going to be pretty cool looking.
It's still outside then.
Yeah, it's still outside. The only thing that sucks is I have to build everything. I can't put nothing in the shed now because it's completely piled full of our crap. So I don't want to take all that stuff out to work on stuff and it raining. And I really don't want to build it on the porch.
Which we are.
I am, but I really don't want to because it throws all that sawdust in the water. But last night when I was working on it, and that was the planter box. We were working on the planter box and it got dark, so I brought it in the house and put a piece of plywood down on the coffee table and started putting it together on the coffee table. So you got to do what you got to do. Yeah. So hopefully, before I get like 90 years old, I'll have a shop to do all this crap in.
They're chewing on my feet. Quick. He's built a lot of things though. The entertainment center in here, the bar in here. He's done entertainment center and bar at the other house. Coffee tables, in stands.
Yeah. But I know. I mean, just rough cutting it and stuff like that because I don't have a shop to properly do
Cedar
it.
chests. What else? A whole bunch of stuff. Countertops.
I mean, I built tons of stuff. Flags. I used to make flags a lot, the wooden flags and sell those. I've actually made some really nice flags and sold them. What's that?
We all fill up whatever space we have.
Yeah. Well, the shed out there, it's got the bikes in it, which, I mean, I wanted to put those in there, get them out of the weather because my poor old motorcycle was getting burnt sitting outside. And, I'd put it on the porch, but I couldn't get it off the porch by myself. You'd have to have 2 or 3 people to get off the porch, but that thing's heavy. And then I got it in the building. Now I can't get it out because it's in the back in the corner and I can't get it out around all the crap to get it out and ride it. But I'm going to get it out before it turns summertime. I'm definitely going to get it out. And I got to take all that out to finish wiring the building and insulate the building and then put the OSB board on the walls. I got to get it out to do all that. So it's going to be a process just to do that much of it. But I do know that sometime or another, next 2 or 3 months, we're going to finish at least the electrical side of the shed and get everything here out there and get it all wired back up like it's supposed to be. I definitely want to get that much of it done. I want to get the electrical room out there done as quickly as I can because I want to get that new inverter up. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this inverter. It's just I'm dying to try that one just to see if there's any difference. Then I think Signature Solar is dying for me to get a video out on it. So. I'm supposed to have a video out on it a long time ago. I mean, you can only do so much. You can't afford it. You can't afford it, You can't. It's not as easy as just sticking it on the wall and being done with it because you have to redo everything. I got to redo my whole system. I got to buy more wiring. The wiring that I need to go to run everything back out there and then back in here, back and forth again, is going to probably $1,000 just for the wiring that I need just to move this stuff out there. It's probably going to cost me $1,000, or like $1,000, $1,500. That's for the wiring, because then I'll have to run what they call a service drop from there, from the shed out here to the the breaker panel, which would be like 100, 125 feet. So
Betty said you'll have to build a shed to move stuff out of the shed.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's the reason I floored the top of it. We haven't put anything upstairs up yet because we don't know exactly what we want up there. But we need to go through all of our stuff that's stored.
Holiday stuff.
Yeah.
Things like that.
I mean, the original intention of the attic was to put like our Christmas tree and her holiday decorations and crap up there, get it up out of the way. And then when we need it, go up there and get it, bring it in, and put it back. So that was the original intention of flooring the top, and then like storing other stuff up there too that we just want to put up and don't want to mess with. Stuff we want to keep. But that's called hoarding to me. I don't understand it. If you haven't used it in 3 to 4 months and you see it, evidently you don't need it. So it needs to go to the curb or to the yard sale.
Stuff you only use so many times.
Well, that's different. I'm talking about other stuff. Just anything in general. Like if you put it up there and you ain't touched it 5, 6 months, you don't need it. So sell it, throw it away, give it away, something.
No.
But no.
No.
But I am hoping to get the shed, like I said, at least the electrical side of it done really soon. I'm hoping to do that. I have the insulation, and I have several sheets of OSB board that I could do the inside of it with, but it's just getting everything. Well, here's the problem. You get everything. It's raining and muddy up here. Probably till March, April, it'll be that way. That'll be about whenever we get started on stuff outside really good. I still got to finish the greenhouse. I haven't done that yet. I ain't gonna do it in the rain. And I can't take the stuff out of the shed and set it outside because it's raining and muddy. I don't have anything like to set it in or under. So that's kind of the holdup with the shed. I mean, we literally got tons of stuff in there. When you open the door, it's like right in the door. We have to start at the door taking stuff out and set it out before we can even get there to work on stuff. So,
but a lot of it's tools.
Yeah. Well, most of it's my tools and stuff like that. But still, I mean, electrical stuff, that I'll have sitting up there all the way. But even at that, everything still has to come out in order to go in and work, to have room, like, because I got to finish running the wiring in that one side, and I got to put the lights up. I pretty much got the electrical room. I've got it wired, ready to go. It's wired to the breaker panel. Trying to think of what else. But it's pretty much ready to go. That side is. I just got to get in there and insulate the ceiling, then put the OSB board up, and then I can start hanging. Well, I mean, other than the OSB board, I'm going to put the concrete board against the back wall, and that won't take long. I get that done, then I can start moving all my stuff. Because I can put the inverter out there, and I can take one rack of my batteries out there and get the power on and going, as long as I have the wire, the surface wire to run in here. And then I can dismantle all this stuff at one time and take it out there and add to it as I go. So I have enough batteries where I could take the new inverter hanging on the wall and basically get the power back to going. And then that gives us plenty of time to shut all this down and take this all apart and get it out there out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
This year, this winter, up until now, has, as far as solar goes, it's still manageable and still doable. But I've learned a lot with the solar over this past winter. Just like I've been saying, everybody thinks I'm crazy, but just like I've been saying from the beginning, the sun is getting further over. And I've noticed a really big difference this winter as far as, like in the wintertime, the sun's always over here, but now it's way over here. Over here, I buy into the whole pole shift thing. I really do, because I can physically see difference every year. From year to year, I see where the sun is, like my solar and stuff like that. I know that sounds kooky to a lot of people, but I pay a lot of attention to stuff like that. That's whenever I set the solar up, I set it up because that was where I wanted it. I thought, well, here's the perfect spot. But every year it gets further and further over, especially in the wintertime. Summertime, it still gets a little over, but not as dramatic. In summertime, we have enough panels right now to completely top off 18 server rack batteries by noon. On a good day, on a good sunny day, by 1 o'clock, these batteries are back at 100% because we don't use a whole lot of. That's a good thing about it. We don't drop the percentage-wise down a lot overnight. There wasn't any charging today. There wasn't any yesterday because it's raining both days, and our batteries are still at 90% right now. So, I mean, we don't drop a whole lot enough to be really concerned about.
But we don't really leave nothing on during the day.
Yeah,
the
TV.
Splits off.
Yeah.
When we're at work, the mini split's off now, but everything's off. But at night, we always turn it on to have the heat on in case it's chilly when you wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
But when we get home, if it's hot or cold, we'll turn the heat or the air on. But
we don't leave it on 24/7, nothing like that, because it's an 18K BTU. It's one of the big ones, it'll heat or cool this environment in minutes. 30 minutes, it's 72 degrees in here. Either way, hot or heat or cool, either way. And so if you get up in the morning, it's cold in here, you can kick it on, jump back to bed real quick, and then 15, 20, 30 minutes later, it's perfectly warm in here. So if it's really cold outside, we'll have a fire. So we don't really have to worry about that in the wood stove. So, I mean, it's manageable. But I have not, like what I was getting back to is I have noticed as far as charging, we've had to run the generator probably since December 4 or 5 times. No, maybe 5 or 6 times. We'll just say, just for the sake of argument, we'll say 6 times. And run it. What I'll do is right before bed, I'll go up there and I'll crank it and let it run all night until it runs out of gas. It'll run for like 12 to 13 hours before it runs out of gas, and charge the batteries back. They'll be back at 100 before the next morning. So that's kind of the reason I do that overnight. We just sleep through it, don't have to worry about it. You really don't hear it inside the house, and it charges the batteries overnight. And like I said, we'll just say 6 times, just for the sake of argument, we've done that. And this is the first time since what is it, 10, 11 years now that I've had to do that. So
he's wanting to build a solar box.
Well, just a generator, house with generator. But I'm gonna get a new generator. I'd like to have a diesel generator, standby generator, because we don't use it. We don't use a generator enough to justify spending a lot of money on one. Like a big one or anything like that. The one I have is like 6,500, and I've had it longer than we've had this property, and it does everything we need to do. It cranks first pull every single time.
One that we can start from in here.
Yeah. I want to get one that's got a push button, like one of the Predators you can crank with a remote control. That's what I want to get. That way I can just keep it full of gas. If they get low, I'll just stick.
Rubber Belly, turn over. Rubber Belly. Do you see her? He won't let me rub his belly like she does. She'll lay back like this, and you can rub her belly. Well, he might like it.
They ain't gonna
He
happen.
ain't gonna let me.
But yeah, I've noticed this past winter right now, the winter we're still in right now, I've noticed a big difference in the solar as far as charging and stuff like that. And it's pretty dramatic. It really is. Just like I always tell everybody thinks I'm crazy about talking about this kind of a pole shift thing, and I really don't care what people think about me. I care less. But every single year it gets worse and worse. The sun will. 10 years ago in the wintertime, it just barely a little over to my right now, as like during the day. But now it's hard right now over there. During the day, it's way over there, like borderline over that next mountain kind of thing. It's getting worse and worse. But what I want to do is I still get the way that it is now. It's shading off that backside of the mountain over there on this side of the solar panels, but the backside of the house is still in the sun even right now. I mean, not right now; it's dark right now, but during the day in the wintertime, I still have sun on the backside of the house. So what I want to do is I want to get 24 more panels. I'll put 12 on the front, 12 on the back, and that should fix that problem for a few years anyway, until it gets more over that way.
The couch.
Even in the summertime, if I got it way too many panels, I can always go cut those off. You know what I mean? It ain't no big deal.
Betty said it amazes me how live videos get a good many views after they are over. Next step, Van Dan says hello and hug from
Minnesota? Is that what it says? Is that Step Van Dan? That's a pretty cool name, yeah.
Yeah, hey, how are you?
How are you? Yeah, thank you for jumping in. Minnesota.
We have a propane generator with a push button. It's much better.
Yeah, that's what I want to get. I want to get a standby generator with a low remote control. That way, I don't have to go out there and if it's raining like it has been for the last. I know November, December, January, and so far in February. I mean, that's all it's done. It's all it does every year. It's done nothing but a mud hole up here. Which, I mean, I ain't complaining. Well, yeah, I kind of am, but it could be worse. But the lack of gravel on the driveway and road is really, really, really getting bothersome. You know, it really is. It's getting worse and worse and worse every year, too. So I'd really like to do something about that.
Mhm.
There's son named Dan. Well, I mean, overall, it's still, you know, we love it here overall, you know, so. Just everything should work out for the best. There's always something you can do to improve your situation, no matter where you're at. There's always something you can do to improve it. So I mean, like I said, they, but the solar itself is, I can't complain with that. Like I said,
It's come a long way since we first started, though.
yeah. So I can't really complain with the solar. There's nothing. I mean, of course, there's a few things I do differently, but what the setup we have right now is absolutely awesome, man. You could power this house and probably 5 more just like it, and not worry about it. Because my batteries, I have 18 batteries, the server rack batteries, and I don't drop them below. The lowest I let them drop so far this whole winter was, I think, 68, 69%. That's on like 68, 69. That was the lowest they've ever got. And I hooked the generator up and charged them right back up. So I don't never cycle mine all the way to 0. It's just I don't like that. Mine's never seen below, like I said, 68, 69%. That's the lowest mine's ever got. Normally I won't let them get below at the most 70 before I charge them back. But right now we could go. There's no charge yesterday and no charge today, but we haven't run anything. We cooked food, but we cooked hamburgers and then we cooked hot dogs. So it's something quick and easy, and then we can use the air fryer and stuff like that. But it's not something we use for a long period of time. And the hot water heater, the way that I've got it set up, is basically if you're going to use, you're going to use hot water, go in there, kick it on, and then it'll heat up, and then if you don't use it, it'll stay hot for 2 or 3 days at least, because it's pretty awesome, a water heater.
We've run the coffee pot a few times.
Yeah, coffee pot and stuff like that. I mean, we haven't let, like I said, anything like draws a lot of power we haven't had on.
Well, you had all your saws and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's not 220. I've been running my not my chainsaw, but my chop saw and my table saw, stuff like that. I've been running that for the last couple of days out here on the porch. But they're down, like I said, they're down to 90% right now. So
I think what takes the most is like the coffee pot.
Well, the mini
split.
The mini split will even run the mini split. That one day we run that mini split all day and all night, and no charging whatsoever, and the batteries dropped down to 88, 89%, and that that's pretty good. We could run that thing several days, not worry about charging them back. Right now, we could turn the solar completely off, no charge coming in. If the battery's at 100%, and we could shut everything down as far as charging was, and just run off the battery power itself, we have enough battery bank to run probably running normal now. And I mean, not just running all kinds of crazy stuff, but just like normal living like we do. The TVs are on 24/7 pretty much. Even whenever I lay down the night, I have the TV on just to make a racket. We have the fans on because it ain't hot enough for the air.
Well, last night it was pretty hot with the wood stove, and we had to run all the fans.
Yeah, we had to run them all last night.
Hello, how are you?
I built a fire last night, and it got too much. It was
He
miserable.
roasted us.
And I just put 2 pieces of wood in there, 2 pieces of oak in there. My God. Yeah.
Said hello.
Hello, Free Speech. How you doing, Lou?
Why y'all get up here and fight? Why don't you get on the floor and fight? Or play or whatever you're doing.
Glad you jumped on. Yeah, we figured we'd jump on for a little while tonight. It was kind of a spur of the moment thing. We was going to last night, but we got kind of involved with building that. I've started building those planters and the cedar planters, planting boxes. So I kind of got this lady that's wanting to, so we kind of got involved with that and just plumb forgot. So we built those. And another thing I've been building for another guy. I've been building a composting toilet for a guy. He wants it like a Cadillac kind of thing. So we kind of got all involved with that. Just forgot. It was like 9:30, 10 o'clock before we remembered, and it was already too late. I didn't want to do one that late. So it was actually after I working the day when we remembered, and I went ahead and set it up like 7:30 to get, like pre-done it or whatever.
Yeah, about the time we come in to eat
Yeah.
dinner.
But other than that, it kind of the never-ending thing.
She's playing in her water. She's in her whole dish.
Mm-hmm.
Precious.
We have done a little bit to the solar shed, but not a lot. We haven't done a lot to it. That's going to be, hopefully, I want to have that done in the next little while because, like I said, I want to move all these batteries and crap out of the house. We want to get this. We got plans for the house, and that's the reason. I don't know, some of the videos you see, I still got the blue tape around the wall where I've been staining and stuff. I still have the blue tape on there, and ain't messed with it yet. So we kind of got plans for the inside of the house. I'm going to start redoing the whole thing. Whenever we do the addition on the house, I'm going to completely do this too. So that's the reason I stopped. So it's kind of, we want to do that. This year, we want to get most of that done. We want to get like the addition at least 75–80% done at least before winter, next winter.
Betty said that composting toilet sounds great.
Yeah, it's actually turned out pretty good, believe it or not. I mean, for a pooper, like I said, the one thing that really blows my mind is they have a urine diverter, and it's called a Throne, a brand named the Throne. When you buy it, it comes like a little template. You sit down, you mark out on your piece of wood to cut out, stuff like that. But that piece of plastic, the insert that you set down in a piece of wood is $100. It's $99 when you order it off Amazon, because he had me order it for him, and it was like $104, $105 total, free shipping. But after taxes, like $104, $100 for a piece of plastic. I'm like, holy crap! Nah, it's okay. No, we'll do a video on it. Well, I got a video coming on.
Yeah.
That's what.
Whenever we get time to edit it.
Yeah.
We've had composting toilets up here before. We've had a couple of them before we set the trailer in. I don't think we had one in the camper. We had one in the building, and then we had a little outhouse thing.
Yeah, we had a little building that we put one in, and then there's a couple other things in it, but anyway. But this one right here is gonna be pretty nice. I'm gonna make it like really. I'm gonna put like 4 or 5 coats of polyurethane on, make it really super duper shiny, and that way it can clean it real easy. And then it's gonna have a side compartment up with another lid over here that you open up grease and get the shavings and stuff out of. And it's gonna have a fan, an electric fan on the inside of it. So like when you go in there to do what you got to do with it, you can kick the fan on. They said the trick is to it. So like to separate the ones and the twos. As long as you do that, the stink it won't have an odor to it. But like I said, we've used them. As long as you do them right, that you'll have no stink whatsoever out of it, none whatsoever. And you take as long as you use good, like fine shavings or something like that, you're fine. Don't use big clumps of nothing. You can use like peat moss or anything like that. You can use whatever you want to use, as long as you cover it. They say the trick is to keep the 1 and 2 separate. So like I said, it's going to have a electric exhaust fan on it. But when you go in there and do what you got to do, you kick that fan on, leave it on, say like 10 minutes, and then go back and turn it back off. And then if there was any smell, it'd be gone then, especially if you cover it.
Betty laughing at you.
Hard to believe. What about the smell? No, honest and true, there's no smell whatsoever. As long as you do it correctly, you don't smell it whatsoever. I'm not going to, but you could stick your face right there at the toilet and you still wouldn't smell it. You know what I mean? You just, honestly, you wouldn't. I've never wanted pink eye that bad, so I'm not going to do that. or in this case, we would call it stink eye.
Mhm. Beans and rice will be hard to cover up.
Yeah. I ate pinto beans a lot, and I'm telling you, I dropped some oak logs in there, and they, you know.
They use big bags. If I I'll take one time.
That's right. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah. That's a lot of people do it that way. Then, like here, we were even considering it here, like swapping everything over because we're going to do a compost bin up there. You take that stuff and put it in the compost pile, and 1 year later, and you got nothing but dirt anyway. So it all goes back to dirt. 1 year, you leave it, as long as you leave it in that compost pile for 1 year, and just keep throwing everything in there, different things, stuff like that. In 1 year, you got good usable dirt that you can use in your garden.
Yeah, if we ever get our compost done.
But those bio bags, those are also a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only bad thing about the bio bags is here where we're at, you can't find them. You have to order them.
Just don't use it on the food you eat.
Yeah, you can use it on like trees, like fruit trees and bushes, earth, shrubs, and crap like that. You can definitely use it on those.
Mm-hmm. That's what he said. Trees.
Trees, yeah. Yeah, you can do like fruit trees and stuff like that. It's good for those.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what? Do you use one? Dan, do you use a composting tool? Old fart. I'm right there behind you. Sure. Yeah. I'll tell you one thing I've always wanted to do, the step van like that. I've always wanted to do a school bus. I always wanted to convert a school bus into like a camper, like a little. I've always wanted to do that. There's a guy over in Waynesville that has a school bus. He raised the roof on it, and that thing looks pretty mean. He's changed the whole front end of it. He made it look wild, and it looks really cool. I really like it.
I have a wood stove in my van.
Yeah, cool. That's cool. Yeah, yeah. We have wood stove here too. It's way too much for this house. It's way too much, way too big for this house. Because you can burn, start a fire in there, put 1 or 2 pieces of wood in it, and if you don't choke that front of that thing down, it gets so freaking hot in here. Basically, we just burn like little scrap pieces. I mean, we still have the good wood too, but you don't.
For when it's
yeah, you don't put like this stove here. A lot of people like before we go to bed, you wouldn't load it, what they call load it down. You wouldn't do that before you go to bed. Here, you put 1 or 2 pieces in it and choke it down where it's barely open. Once close one side completely off and close the other one where it's almost completely off, and then it'll burn most of the night. But it gets so hot in here, it's unbearable. So hopefully, when I get my shop built, I'm gonna take this heater out of here and put it in my shop, and then get something different for in here, something way smaller. Because that thing right there it's a homemade version of a Ponderosa stove or a Mama Bear type stove. It's a homemade version of it, and instead of like the 1/4 inch steel that they use on those, this thing's half inch steel. It took 6 people to get it in the house and said it works setting out right now. It's lined with a block on the inside. It's heavy duty. It really is. It's extremely heavy. It took 6 of us to get it. Just lit our wood stove. Yeah. It's still hot in here from last night. It's still cooking in here. Let's see if this thing says what temperature it is. It's still 71 degrees in here right now. And I haven't had a fire today. And just last night. But man, it got hot in here last night. Jesus. Yeah, when the twisters come, it definitely hold it down. It probably would, yeah. But if you grow up on, I grew up on wood heat. I've always had wood heat. My whole entire life I've had wood heat. And there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it.
30 there right now. What is it?
It's 59 here. 59 outside here right now. On the porch. I got that little module thing hanging on the porch. It reads 59. Same here, best seat ever. Yeah. But as you get older, it becomes more of a problem. Well, not really a problem. It's harder to maintain because you got to get up in these woods and get your wood, bust it, and carry it down, rig it up, and all that crap. So it gets more tedious, we'll say, the older you get. But I mean, it's worth it. But this, like I said, this stove here is it's intense. It really is. It's the hottest wood stove I've ever. My dad, when I was growing up, he had some wood stoves that would scramble your eggs, buddy. But this thing right here, I've never been around a wood heater like this one. It's just way too much.
Just try to read 32.
Love splitter, yeah. Good people. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we got a we have a wood splitter out here. A lot. Well, no, I guess a wood splitter, buster, whatever.
64 today, and we will get cold again this week. I
don't think it's going to get.
Let me see what it's going to get.
I don't think it's going to get freezing again. I really don't. I think that part of it's already done. I think it's going to get cold, but I don't think it's going to dip down way down like it done before.
Well, here. Looks like Sunday night 26, Monday 23, yeah. Tuesday 22.
Yeah, and I don't really go off that because that hasn't been accurate at all. It says it's going to do this, do that, do that.
I was looking at Waynesville's. It says Sunday 21, Monday 16, Tuesday 16.
Yeah, well, it says it's going to get cold there.
Yeah.
But I really don't. I don't buy into that. I really don't. It might. I could be dead wrong, but I really don't think it's going to dip down like it hasn't been. Because we have our the water totes that we use. Everybody knows that we use rainwater here, and I had like a platform built back here where all the tanks was at, and I started taking that down. I moved them over to the end of the house here. It's got them kind of setting up over for now, and they're exposed outside in the weather, everything, and nothing's froze here. You know, nothing. It's got pretty cold here. Don't get me wrong, but I'm impressed that them things didn't get hard as a rock.
What?
In water tanks.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, they've been outside. I started boxing them in here, but I never completely got done with it. Then we had this big bright idea that we want to build on the house. So we moved them. I started moving all that stuff. And they've been out in the weather ever since we've been here. They've been sitting out like that. And I mean, we've never had no problem with them. We've been using the propane Mr. Buddy heater.
I heard them work pretty good.
Yeah. I have a brand new propane wall heater somewhere. Got to find it. I don't know where it's at. Who? No, that was a water heater. Some of the heater for heat.
One took my step and snapped the door handle right off.
Yeah, that's pretty cold.
That would.
Well, he's Minnesota. It snows in Minnesota in the summertime.
Anyway.
I think the lakes and stuff's frozen over up there in the winter, in the summertime. So.
He says wall heater away.
Wall heater away. No, it's like one that you buy at like Lowe's or whatever. There's somebody. Somebody sent it to me a while back to do a video on, and I just haven't done it yet. I've got to put up. But it's one that you hang on the wall and you just run your gas line to it. Lord, I can't even remember. It's just like regular household wall heater. Running gas to. The front of it, like when you turn it on, the front of it will start glowing red. It's got a fan built into it and all that. I just ain't never done a video on it. I need to get it out one day and do that. Then I have that. I have tons of stuff that people send us. So anyway, I got to answer this. You take that over.
Okay. Yeah, we're hoping to get started on the inside of the house again some more and get our additions built on. Might turn the porch into the living room and make the living room the dining room. We want to extend the back porch, add a pantry, add another bedroom and another bathroom. We've got a lot of things we want to do. Just have to get it done. So. We still got to finish putting the flooring down in the bedrooms. So we had a lot of things we want to do, just being able to do it. No, he got a phone call. I'm not sure if it's a bond or what. He went to go answer it. Do you have any more baby goats here lately, Betty? They got a lot of good videos. That you're bottle feeding? Old fun kid. That's a computer cord. Stop. Leave it. How are your chickens doing, Betty? They tried to grab our computer cord and run.
Yeah.
I think it was him.
Oh, what have I missed?
We got 5 dogs and 11 cats and 15 chickens.
Holy crap. In a van? Holy crap. That farm knowledge.
Talking about being farmer kids.
Yeah, old farm kid. Yeah, me too.
Betty said, "Did you have to go chase?" I said, "I don't know if you got a bond call or what, but you took off in yonder." Not in the van.
We have 4 dogs now, but 2 of them is the outcome of the 2 others. So we have a Chihuahua and we have a miniature Australian Shepherd, and this is the outcome of the 2.
Well, that and that other one.
Yeah, this one and that one. And it's safe to say there's probably going to be some of the ugliest dogs you look at.
And hopefully it'll be the last ones because Buddy is getting. And then they told me he had to wait until he was 6 months old, and then he will be fixed. So.
But I mean, they're, believe it or not, I mean, they're actually kind of small. They really are. They're doing good on the collar and stuff like that. They're just 8 weeks old now. Well, they'll be 8 weeks old Saturday. But they're actually really smart to be as little as they are.
Yeah, I'll let them off the porch to use the bathroom and stuff, and they'll take off down to his utility trailer, and I'll snap my fingers or whistle, and they'll come right back up the steps.
Yeah.
They start to go under the gate or something, I'll holler for them, and they'll come back.
English Mastiff, wow.
I got a
taco
truck.
Taco dog.
Cute kids in English.
Our chickens laying like crazy. Ours was, but I cut all the laying max and everything off on ours because I wanted to give them a little bit of a break. But honestly, the way I mix that feed for them things, I give it to them 1 week and the next week, and then the nest boxes are completely full. So that's pretty impressive.
Still completely full.
Yeah. Right now, we still get eggs right now, but not nowhere near like we have been getting because I just cut it off because that was just too much. That's too much right now.
Yeah, because we don't know what to do with all the eggs. We were dehydrating, we were pickling, but we've got jars of them everywhere.
Yeah, I've got pickled eggs everywhere. I probably got 150 quarts of pickled eggs, and that's not exaggerating. I probably have at least 150 quarts. So whenever the SHTF situation happens, we're going to have plenty of protein. I'll tell you what, I can't sit and eat like pickled eggs one right after another. But if it got bad enough, I guarantee I'd eat a pickled egg. So she'll like them, but I guarantee if the world got bad enough, she'd eat a pickled egg. Guarantee it. I probably have to wind up eating.
No, we wouldn't. No, we wouldn't.
It got bad enough.
No, we wouldn't.
Just put you one of them scouring sticks right through the middle, put them on the stove, and roll them around. That ain't even enough to make a meal. Yeah, it is good. It really is. But we've had probably 20, 25 at least minimum dozen at a time. You know, like
a week.
Yeah, but then we have like so many that we eat as many as we can, we pickle as many as we can. Then people keep saying, "Well, hey, we want to buy some," but they never come through. So we've left them sitting so long that they actually, and it takes a long time for they to go bad. You know.
That we end up throwing a lot out.
Yeah, we just throw them away. But the dehydrate part of it, we've got quarts and quarts of those. There's like 8.5 or 9 dozen per quart of dehydrated eggs, and we have tons of that stuff.
Just about as many of them as we do the pickled eggs. All right.
Yeah. But it's not a bad thing to have. It's really not.
But we eat deviled eggs. We eat pickled eggs. We
everything. I could probably lay an egg.
Potato salad. egg salad. Eggs for breakfast. We had eggs this morning.
Yeah, I got this. The way that I do feed when I feed my chickens, like I have a way that I mix it, and you get an insane amount of eggs. You really do. That's like right now they've slowed way down. I can mix that feed up right now, give it to them, and this time next week we'd have more eggs than we know what to do with it. But I'm kind of giving them a break right now. Fire. Oh, who was that? Oh yeah, the Draco fire. You're exceptional. Yeah, if you can think of a way to do an egg, we've done egg that way. Egg drop soup.
Did not turn out very
egg
good.
rolls, fried eggs, scrambled eggs, hard boiled eggs, pickled eggs.
We freeze them. We dehydrate
Freeze
them.
eggs, froze eggs.
We pickle them.
Yeah, I mean, if you think of it, we've probably done it with egg.
Kind of had to. We had so many eggs coming in.
Yeah, but here probably in about April or something like that, I'll start feeding them again. You know, giving them that stuff again, eggs start going again. But I just want to give them a break because we just had way too many. And I mean, even at that, we still get too many right now. So.
Yeah.
But it's not a third of what we normally get. I have a secret concoction that I give my chickens, and it absolutely kicks them in overdrive.
Oh, you're scratching me. You're scratching me. What is it?
Said thank you, Steph. I'll be here all week. Good people in here. Yeah. And we're trying to be. We're just a bunch of old rednecks in the middle of nowhere. Like I said, our subscriber count. We need to do another video like for the new subscribers. You know, like kind of. I guess a lot of people do like new videos, like for new subscribers. Say, well, this is who we are, and here's what we do, and stuff like that. We need to do another one of those, kind of an update kind of thing. But like I said, since we've done like a video like that, we've got 10,000 more subscribers. So we've got like over 20,000 now.
Yeah.
So. But no, this is kind of our slow time as far as videos and stuff like that too, because December, some of November, December, January, February, it's all slow because it's constantly raining and muddy, and we can't do a whole lot outside. And there's only so much you can do inside, you know. I'm building composting toilets on the front porch and cedar planting boxes. I'm building those on the porch and in the house. So I actually brought them in the house last night, put it down on the coffee table here and started nailing them together out in the house. So.
She got done that one sleep.
Oh, from the old fart in Minnesota. Yeah, I think
she got that under our feet.
There's tons of things that I want to do. It's just we got that new little excavator. I finally got it straightened out. Got the new motor on it. Man, that right there was. I've been wanting one, and I found one, and that was $3,600, and they delivered it for $75. So $3,675 is what I had invested in it, and they brought it here and dropped it off down there. Well, I got it. I drove it up the driveway and up the hill here to the house, and then parked it, and it sat there for over a week.
Because it rained.
Yeah, because it was raining muddy. So one day it was kind of still muddy outside, but it was actually kind of sunny. So I cranked it up and drove it out here in front of the house. There's a rock out here I was wanting to dig up in front of the house. So I sat there and I started. I know I had 38 minutes. According to the thing, I had put 38 minutes on it. It had 1 hour and like 2 or 3 minutes on it whenever it was parked here. That's all it had on it. And then when I got through digging that rock up, it had like 1 hour and 38 minutes, or 39 minutes. It's something like that. But it busted the whole side of the motor out. It slung pistons and everything. It
exploded.
Boom. I mean, there was crap flew everywhere out there. It hit the seat that I was sitting on. There was crap hitting the seat and everything. and like little chunks of aluminum, like from the motor. And it started like it and locked down. It completely locked down, of course, naturally, but it busted the whole side of the motor out of it. So that was just 38 minutes on something I just bought brand hammer new. It was brand new. They run it for 1 hour down at the shop to get like, you know, to service it, change the oil and the hydraulic fluids and all that stuff in it, get everything straightened out on it. Because when you buy one of those things, they're from China and they ship them over with like some weird oil and weird hydraulic fluid in it. So you want to take that out and put some good stuff in it, of course. So they do all that for you. So they run a little over an hour and 1 hour and 2 minutes, something like that's what they run it down there. And got it here and I put like 38 minutes on it. It exploded. It grenaded. So anyway, you know, I was on the minute it blew up, I was pissed. I got on the phone with the man about the company that I bought it from.
Because it was as is, no warranty.
Yeah. And when you buy those things, they don't tell you that you buy something with 0 warranty on it. That's the reason they can sell them as cheap as they can sell them. So, like, you go buy one right now, another brand new, and you don't get any type of warranty, no anything on it. You buy as is, just like you buy something used, but it's brand hammer new. So I contacted him, and he was really decent about it. He helped me get another motor and put on. Well, I put the motor on. He helped me buy another motor for it, which legally he really didn't have to do, but he did, which I really appreciate that. So, and then I put it. What it is, I went and got a Predator 459cc motor and put on. It's a 15, almost 16 horsepower motor. It's one of the red side motors, and put that thing on there. It bolted perfectly up. I mean, just like everything normal. The only difference is where you check the oil, the dipstick is facing the wrong direction. It's facing toward the front, where you got to reach all the way around in there and get it out like that instead of out the back like the other one was. That's the only difference. And I put it on there, put oil in it, and poured gas in it, pulled it twice, and it fired right off. Now I can go out there right now. I choke it, pull the cord one time, and it'll fire just like it right there every time now. Or I still hooked up the electric start on it. That's simple. It's been raining and muddy, and I don't want to go stand out there in the rain or the mud and fix the wiring on it. All I gotta do is just basically hook it up because it's all there. It's all just like it was before. Then it'll start with key again. That's the only difference. But right now you can go there and pull it and it'll crank right up. But I haven't put. I may have put 30 minutes on it or so, just letting it sit there and idle and run. And then, you know, playing around with it, you know, like filling in the hole that I had actually dug while the other motor was on there, and filling in that mud hole in my front yard. But I still haven't moved it. Like I'm going back and forth there a little ways, but I haven't moved it. But you can tell it's way more torqueier. It has way more power than it did before. But them things, it don't matter if you put a 100 horsepower motor. It's only going to go so fast. Like, because the little drive motors on it, you know, they ain't that big that makes it move back and forth. It's only going to go so fast no matter how many horsepower you put on it. So, but right now, it's operating like it should right now, and by pull starting it. I still got to hook up the switch, like I said. But other than that, I mean, we'll see. I won't be able to use it much until spring because, like I said, it's nothing but a mud hole here right now. But springtime gets here, I'm gonna take it over and I'm gonna dig the crap out of that bank over there, and we want to build us like a root cellar into the bank. Yeah.
There's a lot of things we want to do, though.
Yeah, there's tons of stuff. I want to keep the ditches up with it. I'm gonna take off one day, and I'm gonna start right here, and I'm gonna work my way all the way out, 1.5 mile driveway out here. I'm gonna work my way all the way out there, and I'm gonna dig them ditches so deep that you fall in, you have to swim back out of them. To keep people from driving through the ditches out here. Oh man, don't get me started on that. Instead of turning up the driveway like you normally would, they just through the ditches and get in there and stop up the ditches and let the water run across the road. But they do it past their driveway and more of our side of the driveway, but it's still like it ain't state maintained by no means, none of it is, but it's still like an old county logging road kind of thing down here. And the state or county doesn't maintain it, we have to do it ourselves. But they wait till they pass their driveway to get into the ditch and then block it up. Now the water runs across the road that we come through to get to our house, and it's running ruts across our road. So I'd like to take the bucket of that thing and peck him in the head with it like 2 or 3 times, but you know, can't do that. I fixed that crap out there numerous times, and they go back in there and screw it up again every single time. Every single time. Yeah, I plan on doing videos on it, Betty, but like I said, it's got to definitely be dry to do that. Because that thing, it's just a little baby machine.
And it'll tip easy.
Yeah. You got to be real careful with it. You can flop them over. And if it can be flopped over, I'll be the one to do it because I'm not that great at it. Yeah, I mean, I'll figure it out how to use it and stuff. I got Bubba on it with me. He actually knows how to make it go forward and backwards and spin it around and all that crap. He figured all that out real quick.
Augie and Hayden's both been on them. Yeah. Both boys have been on
Yeah, I had Augie on it last weekend?
2 weeks ago.
Yeah. He liked it too. Yeah.
Hayden was on it last weekend and Augie was on it the weekend before.
Want to see the root cellar? Yeah.
I want it built.
We got a perfect place right over here in the bank to do it. The perfect place. I want to figure out. I don't want everything so just in this one area right here so cluttered up that you got stuff all around you right here, kind of the way it is right now. But I want to build a smokehouse. We've been wanting to do that. Now we have a way to dig because I want to put in I'm gonna build like a brick type place for a fire. Then I'm gonna dig it underground, the pipe, and let the pipe go up into the smokehouse underground. Now I got a way to do that with this thing here, so that'll help with that. All I gotta do is just build it.
Figure out where to put it.
And where to put it. But I don't want everything
on top of everything.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want everything just like in one spot. I mean, we've got right at 10 acres here to do stuff, but you can't do nothing back that side of ours. So steep over there, you fall off and get killed. But
fall off the mountain on the other side.
You can go up to the top of the mountain up here, and I had a big place up here on the very top, flattened out years ago. Before we even started building the cabin, we started building here.
Because we was gonna put the greenhouse up.
Yeah, we we're gonna do the ore barn. So we had a big flat spot on the very, very peak of the mountain up there. I had a big old flat spot up there. And from there over, that's a little over halfway through the property. But from right there down the other side, it's straight off. I mean, literally straight off. It's like goat country over there.
Interesting.
Here. I think so, yeah.
Hey, how are you? I think it's Dustin.
Yeah. I can't really see that little picture, but I think it's Dustin.
Yeah, I think so. I can't see that picture neither. How are you?
But this side of the property, all this property that we have is kind of on the side of a mountain. It really is. But this down here is usable. You know, the below us down here because I want to fence it in and use it for like a little goat or sheep. But I would like to get like a couple steers to go down there, and we've even talked about getting a couple pigs, but I put them up to there somewhere because we still got. It's a long ways up to the top. Where I was talking about it's flattened out up there before it drops off the back. It's a long ways up to there, so we got plenty of room to build like little pastures over here up above us here for like if we want to get like 1 or 2 pigs or something and raise those out.
I do.
So we have plenty of room back here to do all that. It's just down here below us and
fence it all in.
Between here and down to the road, down to our gate. I want to fence all that in and get like. I'm honestly one day I wouldn't mind having a horse, a good riding horse.
Goats and sheep.
Yeah. We're looking into some sheep too because that's really good meat. Yeah. Goat meat's pretty good, but sheep's really good.
So the goats would be good for keeping.
Yeah, I want goats for mowing.
For keeping everything ate down.
Betty's phone's going dead. Yeah, we'll probably stay on for probably 15, 20 more minutes, Betty, and then we'll jump off here too.
Need to get together sometime, Betty. Huh.
Yeah. The Chinese restaurant's calling her name.
It's been calling our name for a long time.
Yeah. I don't mind having some egg drop soup.
We're a little ways from that, though.
Yeah. I don't think it'd do good to do a call-in order.
Take us, what, 2 hours to get there?
There, probably 2.5 hours. In the rain, maybe 3. If it's raining, and it probably is raining.
And then the next trick is driving in and out. Tearing the road up more.
Yeah, once you turn up our driveway down here, you come through the gate, you're dedicated at that point. You got to come, or you're going to walk.
She said I can hear but not text. Chinese sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get together sometime. Where'd she go? Well, she went in bed. She went to bed. She's in there sleeping. He wants back up here.
Yeah, I can't see that picture, but I'm pretty sure that's Dustin right there. Is that you, Dustin?
Uh-oh, you hit something. Let me get that off.
I didn't. He did.
Frankie done messed it up.
You're gonna hit the mouse.
You're rotten.
I think it's gonna be like a little short, stubby dog, like short legs. Because the miniature Australian Shepherd, they're kind of like short-legged dogs. So I think that's where he's gonna be. Can't really see his eyes, but he got some wild looking eyes, blue. Like, look at his eyes. They're pretty cool looking. Really blue. Who all we still got in here now? I thought I cut them ads off, but they may be hitting a couple, but I could have swore I turned them off though.
I don't know.
Oh, we froze up?
I don't know.
I don't think so. No, it froze up. That's that good Starlink internet.
Come here, Bubba. Yeah. Yeah.
But Starlink has several different plans now, just so everybody knows. You can actually get, instead of the $120 a month plan, which is extremely high for internet, they got a plan now that you can get for $50 a month. It's a maximum of 100 gigabytes per second download and unlimited upload, and you still get unlimited internet and everything like that. But it's just $50 a month. But I can't think of a thing that would require anything over 100 megabytes per second. You know what I mean? I can't think of a thing that would require more than that. I mean, that's, you can stream TV with it, you can play your games, online games, you can do everything you want to do. It's just $50 a month after
Oh,
that.
don't break my necklace.
But you can get like unlimited up and downloads or download speeds still at $120 a month. 300, 400, and 500 gigabytes or megabytes per second, whatever it is, on the unlimited one.
Betty said she's here at 1%.
I'm here at 1%. Yeah. No. Well, I guess we could go ahead. We've been on here for about an hour and a half, so we'll probably let everybody go. And thank everybody for coming on, hanging out with us for a little while.
Yeah, thank y'all.
We'll get a I have a couple videos. I don't have any edited to come out tomorrow, so sorry for not having any coming out in the last week or so, 2 weeks. But like I said, it's just that time of year. We plan on having, like way more videos coming out soon. But we're going to get back. We're going to get to at least one out a week, and then hopefully by mid-March, April, we're going to start going back to 2 a week. So right now we're just going to stick with one video a week because that's about, weather permitting. That's all we can do up here anyway. Between working and raining and mud, just ain't a whole lot.
We're struggling to get that right now.
Yeah, still struggling to get one video a week right now.
Yeah.
I have 2 or 3 videos that I need to edit and get out, so that'll give us, a couple weeks ahead. So it is what it is. But anyway, guys, we'll let everybody go, and we thank you for coming on, hanging out with us.
Yeah, thank you, everybody.
And
we'll try to come back on again and try to figure out how to get the notifications sent out.
Yeah, I need to look at that really close. I thought I did this time, but I'll look at it next time we do a live. I'll look on it real closely to make sure it's sending out, notifications to everybody and stuff like that. There's got to be a trick to it. I don't know. And anyway, all right, guys, and we will sign off now. We'll catch everybody on the next one.
Have a good night.
Yep. See you guys.